Hey everyone, it's Life and Vibe, otherwise known as Ray, and we are catching up with our favorite creator today, otherwise known as Sarasota Tim. And just to make sure that everybody knows that everything that we do on this channel is obviously going to be absolutely fair use, and everything I say is just my commentary and my opinion. And even though I am a registered nurse, in the United States, this is just for fun. It's just information, educational purposes, that sort of stuff. So we're going to do some quick clips today because Tim had some real highlights. And so let's just get into it real fast, guys. Let's not waste any time because the video today, and I'm actually going to play this one at normal speed. Somebody in my community emailed me. So thank you. You know who you are. And gave me heads up. I had listened to this video, but as always, and I think for a lot of people, you lose attention with Tim sometimes, but you shouldn't. Watching Tim all the way through, even on the most dull videos, is worth watching. And this one is no exception to the rule.
Have plaque and then add to it.
So I'm going to set it up. Okay, so Tim's talking about whatever. Does it matter? No, he just went to Walmart. And if you see on the right-hand side of Tim, there is obviously a very large yellow school bus. And yes, this is in Bradenton, Florida. And yes, this was today on his Walmart video.
Somebody sent me something, I don't know, something about maybe you can remove plaque. So yeah, you're going to
and yes, there he's talking about removing plaque. I guess he's talking about his statin medications. But yes, you just did see that. You just did. You weren't mistaken. You did just see Sarasota Tim drive past the school bus with its stop sign out, completely oblivious because he's vlogging for his YouTube channel, and just rolled straight past. If he doesn't get a ticket for that, I will be absolutely stunned because that stop sign was out long before he passed it. So we're going to go back actually real quick and watch it all over again, guys, right here. And I'm going to actually slow him down, which is unusual because, you know, we can't take Tim too slow. But we're actually going to slow him down to slightly slower so that you can see this amazing consideration and driving here.
Somebody sent me something, I don't know, something about maybe you can remove plaque. So yeah,
and there are 2 stop signs on that bus. And look who is just cruising past without a care in the world. But our good friend Sarasota Tim, always safe, always considering. I mean, that's really bad. I mean, I've been caught before. I'm not going to lie. I was surprised because I probably got caught where the bus was pulling it in, and I thought I was okay to go, and maybe I jumped the gun. But I certainly would never blow past a school bus like that. That's bad. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta watch that one more time with you guys. Let's watch it one more time for prosperity.
Somebody sent me something, I don't know, something about maybe you can remove plaque. So yeah, you're going to remove.
Okay. I'm so glad you noticed that, Tim. Let's put him at 1.5 speed and finish this one out.
That bus wasn't stopped yet. You're going to remove plaque and then put it back in with trans fats? No. So anyway, it's a very tough thing today. Every aisle, everything that you want to eat,
So I guess it was very important for Tim to talk about the carnivore diet and blow past the school bus.
Cereals, cookies, sugars, cakes, pies, all the fun stuff, the stuff that makes you happy, bread, nice big sandwiches, big burgers with cheese, and all this stuff on there. Yeah, all you can have is the burger now, just the meat. And make sure it's 73 or 93.7. Don't be getting no 80-20. Or better yet, don't even buy a hamburger. Get yourself a turkey burger. Eat that and be happy. Well, so I spent $100, $35.
Tim is Mr. Moneybags. Okay, we're gonna get a little bit towards the end and just finish this video out because Tim is going to violate YouTube's terms of service, so we might as well hear that.
Something else. Anyway, it's really a boring diet. Vegetables of any kind weren't even mentioned. Well,
I skipped that along, and he's still talking about the carnivore diet. Don't say that Tim's videos are slop, guys. You'd be lying.
I did get an avocado. It might be a fruit, or is that a vegetable? I talked about walnuts, but you can only have a handful. If I buy a bag of walnuts, I'll sit there and eat the whole bag. I have no control. So even if I were to buy a box of cookies or a package of bread, the thins, they're called thins, I'll make 2 sandwiches. I have no control. I cannot be trusted. So,
well, obviously something's wrong with the diet, Tim, that you're not feeling fully satiated, or you literally have no control. So I think you definitely going to need to find a way to busy the hands other than with it going to the mouth.
I bought what I could have, and if you get hungry enough, you'll eat it. So no more honey, no more cosmic apples. Hell, I had 4 of them today already. I ate all of them I had. There was nothing left in my house. That's why I had to go to the store.
You ate 4 apples? No wonder you feel hungry. I don't know if that's going to be, I mean, you should have had that with a handful of nuts. Goodness me. I mean, if you're going to have an apple, that's where you should have left some, hard-boiled eggs. You could have had some peanut butter, some eggs, and some apples. And, if that's the way, that would take for a lot of people, that's just a snack. But for others, that could be a breakfast. It sounds more than healthy to me.
That's why I'm out at the beach. There's nothing in my house, and it's cloudy, as you can see.
Well, that's called taking adult responsibilities. And it's one of the reasons why I concern myself with you trying to find a girlfriend, Tim, because I think you just want to enslave some woman in your home to do the chores that you find boring so you can go out and live your best life ever. And I think that, most women are tired of just handing over their time and domestic time to people for other people to have a good time while they're just like, no. No.
So anyway, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. Watch the commercials. Crush it.
There we go. We don't need you from there, Tim. Watch the commercial, he says. Watch the commercials. Okay, this is the second most egregious thing that Tim has done this week. We're going to share this tab instead. Just take it away, Timmy.
Wow. I'm in Winn-Dixie, the ghetto. Truly the ghetto around here. And I'm looking at a very attractive blonde driving a Mercedes-Benz. She did all of her shopping at Winn-Dixie. Now,
so are you like stalking this poor lady at the Winn-Dixie? And it's just, he is very offensive about Bradenton and how he describes it. So, but the last video that we're going to take a look at, which Z-Car actually pointed out. So thank you, Z-Car. But I wanted to share it too. I guess it takes knowing, Tim, hey? Oh my gosh. It's just, he's got so much, guys. I can't even cover this week.
Obviously, they got customers, but I find the price is high. You got to have a Winn-Dixie card to save. And
that's like
she's got, plenty of money. She's driving a Mercedes-Benz. And I'll even tell you, not only did she have
I think, we should never judge people by motor vehicles. People could have the nicest cars and be arrears on their payments. People are, known to have Mercedes-Benz and not necessarily be well off. People think it's a status symbol. Maybe maybe they're just really into cars. You have no idea. Why are you always judging people? I mean, I guess I'm a commentary channel, but it's because Tim puts everything out here. But she's a private person. It's different. Tim is putting everything out on YouTube, like blowing past a school bus.
A boob job? She had a butt job. I can tell that's a butt job.
Tim, I thought you were supposed to be a good Christian man. He's probably sped up to 1.5. And he is discussing openly on his channel a woman having augmentation. Now, many creators have pointed out that it's really not your business, Tim. And it's really not your business. And your assumptions as to who has paid for these procedures is not your business either. Who's to say that she is not a very successful influencer herself, like you, Tim, and has been able to buy her own cosmetic procedures, if that's even what she had done? You really are judgmental. I mean, just wow. I guess hitting the knees in the morning has gone to the wayside ever since God denied you your WebEx.
She had one of them bubble butts, it'd stick out. That ain't normal. She went and got that and the upstairs and driving a Mercedes, so obviously somebody bought that for her. And there's something very suspect about that deal.
Really, Tim? This is, Tim just cannot help but judge women. That's just, that's kind of what, but he won a girlfriend.
She's right there in front of me in that Mercedes. Anyway, I got out of my truck. Today's the day. Summer is almost here, the 21st. Folks, it is
Sorry, if you see me waving my hands doing all this suddenly wild and I forgot I was on camera, I'm trying to ask the dogs to please not make noise because they suddenly all woke up and decided they want to play. Hey guys, not right this minute. Sit down, Junebug. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that was one of those wonderful things that Tim's been up to. So let's get to the last video before my dogs. Hey, I asked you just to give me a minute, please. I'm going to share this tab instead. Tim has visitors in the Bradenton RV park. And I guess Junebug and Roscoe are so excited that they came in. I cannot believe this. Hold on. Let me try to pause this video for a second, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Apologies for the interruption. I had to ask them just for a minute. They can play in a minute, but it's very disruptive. They were going to get very loud. Okay, so I just take a look. If you've not seen this with Z Cole's video yet, take a look over Tim's shoulder. It would be literally his right shoulder, but might be on your left. All right, let me make sure he's at normal speed. He is, because I want to make sure that you can see it. We might have to slow it down. So take it away, Tim. Make sure that I get this out of the way.
Cared in years. But as I got older,
Now, if you haven't noticed, if you take a look at the pipes behind behind his window, there's some, looks like pipes or something jutting up from the ground next to maybe a white fence of some sort. That's what it looks like. I think that's a fence. Yes, it looks like a fence or somebody's RV, something of that nature. But just keep looking because you're going to see a little critter start to make its way.
When we were young, we had these bodies that we could eat and do whatever we wanted. There
he is. Now drop in the chat if you have a suggestion for his name. I think I said Ricky. Ricky the raccoon. We can call him Bandit. Bradenton Bandit. But somebody has obviously discovered that Tim has a grill outside, the one that does all the cremating, the Bighorn. And maybe they're on their way. Maybe Tim's got a date. Hey, my grandma had raccoons at her house. It's just funny to see them in the video. Tim always has good stuff. Come on, we've had dogs pooping behind him. Come on.
Whatever you call it, our energy level was so strong that we just couldn't.
He's keeping it real stealth along the fence here. You just can't see him against the white. Tim has no idea. And he never edits, so he never would have seen any of this.
Even gain weight.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, that's awesome. It doesn't matter what you're saying, Tim. None of that mattered. All right, guys, we were going to keep this one nice and short today. As always, if you did happen to like this type of content and happen to actually find me, because Tim has made sure I am buried in the algorithm with giving me 10 false copyright strikes. And if you have been following, he and I are due into court on August the 13th, 2026 at the Virginia Beach General District Court. And nobody's invited. I'm just playing. All right. I didn't even get a chance. I'm sure Tim did one of these at some.
I simply asked. I said, I wish I could have that dry begging. Well, I mean, you know what that is.
Yeah, and I'm just going to dry beg for some likes and subscribes. And if you did get this far, make sure to leave me a school bus. Is there a school bus emoji? Maybe a stop emoji or a raccoon. Is there a raccoon? Maybe the raccoon. Any of those. Do not leave ladies' bodies parts, please. I beg you not to do that. And if you do see the hype button, make sure to hype this video. It helps get this into the algorithm. And I guess that's a good thing. Anyway, guys, I certainly do appreciate you all. And we will see you on the next one. Bye. And from Junebug and Roscoe, who really desperately wanted to interrupt this whole entire recording.
Life and Vibe, thanks so much. My queen, my Sarasota Tim expert.